loss means as far as the NCAA tourney and your hopes?
You know, for me, guys that cover us every day, I haven't one time said that we're an NCAA tournament team. That's, you know, that I know that that has to be into every sentence and every category, but we haven't earned our way into that conversation, so we're not relevant as it relates to that conversation today. Now, this time last year, we weren't relevant either. And we've still got 5 basketball games left, and if we can win our share of those 5, maybe we earn our way into that conversation. But I've never tried to force us into that. I felt like we did what we needed to do earlier in the conference play. We had a couple of heartbreaking losses on the road, and then we had opportunities here at home, and we did not get it done, bottom line. So I'm not talking NCAA tournament with this team. I'm talking let's improve, let's win a game. It's been 2 weeks since we won a game, which seems like an eternity. Let's get back focused on Alabama. You can hang your head today. I want it to hurt. I don't want anybody on my team ever to be a good loser. But if you hang your head, then 4 is going to turn into 5, 6, 7. We've got to learn what we did wrong, make the necessary adjustments, and come back Wednesday and try to stop the bleeding.
A win, just taking this effort against an opponent that isn't in Florida.
Well, I think, again, there's nothing that can be said about effort. That's what we have to do, and that's what's expected, honestly. Is it realistic to do that when you play 30-some-odd games? Maybe not, but that's my intention. Every single game, let's make sure we control the things that we can, and effort being first and foremost. And then we've got to execute, and we've got to make the improvements across the board. If we do that, we'll give ourselves a chance Wednesday and moving forward, and that's really what I want from this team.
I know Perez had a late turnover, but he also had a lot of buckets there in the second half when Marshall wasn't scoring. Does that lend hope for you that maybe he's ready to take his game to another level next year?
Well, we need him to. You know, I certainly don't want to close the book on this year. I need him Wednesday. But he's a guy that didn't play very much as a freshman. He's starting to evolve into a guy that we're playing heavy minutes, and we need him to produce. And I thought he gave us spurts, made a couple of huge plays at the rim. You know, 5 turnovers, going too fast. Those are things that hopefully experience will help him with.
71 points, even without Henderson scoring the second half. You know, what were you guys doing kind of offensively to be able to hang around?
I thought we were in attack mode for the most part, and we were keeping balls alive ourselves in the first half. Second half, it dried up a little bit on us, and I thought Jarvis was very good on attack mode. You know, save for the 4 turnovers, and a couple of them are very uncharacteristic for him. I mean, when you talk about a 2-possession game and, you know, we get a clean rebound for change and we make an outlet pass and we drop it out of bounds, or we're dribbling into some action and 2 guys run into each other and the ball goes out of bounds, or we get back tipped or we dribble off our foot. You can't do that and expect to beat the best team in the country.
Coach, when you lose 4 in a row like this, and it's not like you guys are getting blown out in these games. You were in every one of them. What do you tell your players in practice? How do you approach that as a head coach to make sure that they, you know?
Well, we got to persevere. We're in the ultimate game of perseverance. And last year showed us that if you continue to persevere and you continue to work, then guess what? Success will find you, and it found us in a big way. That's my message to this group. We're all disappointed. Again, I want you to be disappointed because it shows me that your heart and soul's in the right place. But we've got to push forward. We've got to take the same approach to our next game and hope for better efficiency, and as a result, the wins will find us. So that's our goal, man, just to persevere, try to continue to bang away and see what this team can do.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.